Hey everybody, my name is Walid. So in this video, you guys are going to learn 3 light modifiers that are really going to help out with your shoots. And they're very different from each other, but I'm going to go over each of them one at a time. They were actually in the studio when I recently did a cosmetic shoot, and I decided to film a little bit just to give you guys some insight, some background on the different light modifiers and what they can do for your photography. So we were in the studio for a cosmetic shoot. It was a single light shoot, but I found these other modifiers and I wanted to, of course, make a video. So I'm going to look on screen right now. The very first one is a thin strip softbox. So when you see this, the bulb is exposed, but it comes here. It's activated a little bit because it's silver on the inside. It goes all the way up, all the way down, but the light gets, and then it comes through this thicker scrim, or the screen right here. The light is just like you would imagine it. It's just a longer light to maybe light the whole side of a body, but it's not enough to get everybody on the outside. A thin strip softbox may not be enough for a headshot, because you're going to get a very thin area. It's not going to give you a lot of space to cover the whole body, to cover the whole background. So it would not be your first choice, although you can absolutely use it for headshots and portraits. What you should use a thin strip softbox is this. So this would ideally be used as a fill light. And you can still use it as the key light, but you can use this as a fill light and it works really nice. Alright guys, a beauty dish is the second light modifier, and this is something that so many people want to use, but you got to be careful with it. The beauty dish first is used for fashion, and it's used for a lot of makeup. So fashion, makeup, beauty, it's not used for baby. You never ever want to use it for babies, and you don't want to use it for elderly, and you don't want to use it for anything that has delicate skin. All right, the reason why we use beauty dish is because we are in an ageist society. We value youth. A beauty dish is really good for youthful skin, okay? Especially, let me show you the inside of the beauty dish, please. Come on this side. So the bulb is very exposed right there, and it shoots into the silver platter on the back side of this, instantly bounces back. But unlike the Parabolic, that gives it a whole lot more real estate when the bulb hits, it goes all the way here, it has a chance to soften up. The beauty dish only has this much. So the light only has this much area to be modified. This one has this massive area to be modified, okay? So when it comes out of a beauty dish, it won't change that much. It's going to be very potent. The light's going to be harder. The highlights are going to be harder. The shadows are going to be harder. For that reason, we don't want to use this on anyone unless A, you're going to break your Photoshop with retouching, or B, they should really be under about 28 years old, because after that, what it does is, because if the shadows become very drastic and dark, what'll happen is it makes the wrinkles look like Grand Canyon caliber wrinkles. So we never want that. Most models are younger. Most models have the cleaner, more even skin. The skin is a lot more supple. It has more bounce to it. It's smoother. So what you can do with a beauty dish is actually get a more pronounced light and harder shadows. If somebody has a lot of acne, or they have bumps, or they have craters from, having acne when they were younger, all those bumps and all the craters, what's that going to do? That's going to cause extra shadows, and the shadows are going to be very severe, so you never want to use this. The other thing about a beauty dish is that you better have a damn good makeup artist, because if that makeup, if that foundation is cracking, it's some bad news, because any crack becomes a disaster for retouching. So you absolutely want clean makeup. You want the best makeup. You want a smoother face, and that's what a beauty dish really looks good in. The light travels really fast, really hard. If you have a really strong light coming, that means you also have equally strong shadows coming at the subject too. So remember, everything can create really stunning shadows, or it can create really devastating shadows that really ruin your picture. So use a beauty dish very sparingly. So the next one is a parabolic or a giant umbrella. A parabolic is actually this. So that's a distinguishing factor of a parabolic. So this one is actually a gigantic, I called it a parabolic in the video in the studio, but it's actually a giant umbrella. Inside of it is silver. The reason why that's really important is this light is now traveling through a much wider area and it's much deeper. I'm going to go into a little bit of why parabolic is so great, but I'll just in a different segment. But it takes a little bit of light, it makes it so big, it really gives you strong contrast, and it spreads out the contrast pretty high too. So it's used a lot for fashion, and I can bring it all the way up and bring it back down to get, so angled down to get a really good jawline. I could do anything I want with it, but on the inside it's silver, so that gives it that extra little tinge to the light. It gives that extra little bit of electricity. Hard to explain it until you keep shooting, but it just becomes a little more electric with it being silver on the inside. The reason why that silver is so important is that it helps the light travel a lot further and still keep its strength longer. So the umbrella is not very deep. This umbrella is about this deep. All right. With that, that means the light has less space to travel through. It'll be stronger. The silver lets it spread really far. So sometimes you can take a little bit of light and magnify it to be a much bigger space. How you want to use a big umbrella like this, or even a parabolic? Fashion. Fashion does really well with this. Indoor, outdoor. Beauty works really well with it. So if you have a gigantic umbrella, you get the beautiful highlights, you get to see the big highlights in the eyes, you get the dark shadows, but it is not as intense as the beauty dish. And why is it not as intense? The beauty dish is about this big, so that light hits a mirror, keeps a lot of its strength, and then goes and hits the metal inside, and it only travels this much. So that light has this much area to change its shape, and it doesn't have much time, it doesn't have much space. With the gigantic umbrella, it actually goes into a much bigger area. That actually weakens the light a lot. That weakens the shadow, so you get a softer shadow. Now, how I use the big umbrellas or the parabolics, if I want a massive hard flash and I want to be able to get the body, and I want to be able to get the face, and I want to be able to get most of the shoes, then I will use one singular umbrella instead of two small ones or possibly three. Here's the thing with lights. Even though I said this is ideally a fill light, this is for really baby skin that likes hard shadows, this is for fashion and it covers a greater area, you don't have to use any of them the way that it's intended. You can do anything you want. You can literally stick aluminum foil here and distract the light so it starts shooting out in different locations. You could put a gel, like a purple gel on one side and a red gel on the other side, and get a kind of gradient light. It doesn't have to be what they think it's intended for. Whatever, you can use it in any which way. So I sometimes will even take this light and I'll shoot it on the ground. If you look at the ground, it's a little more reflective, and then that light goes and bounces right into the subject. So it gives a different look. I may do that today. Those are my three options today. I'm probably gonna go with this big guy, the parabolic. If you want to learn how to have a successful photography business, click the link in the description of this video. I actually have the Photographer Survival Package, which is going to help you with your daily marketing. It's going to help you with your daily planning. This has doubled my business. It's going to help you how to stay organized on set. And also, I have an 8-step plan on how to book clients during this recession. So I want to help you guys make money. Click the description down in this video. I want to help you guys do good. I want to help you guys make money and go into full-time photography like I did. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below. I read all my comments and I will answer you right back. If you love this video, if it helped you, I would appreciate a thumbs up because it helps the algorithm with YouTube, and I would love to see you guys in another video, so please click subscribe. I am dedicated to helping you guys make money, helping you guys have a successful business, survive this recession, not just survive, but thrive. And I'm going to make sure that I hold your hand and become your photo mentor. All right. My name is Walid Azami. You can follow me on Instagram right there. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching. I will talk to you guys next time. Now I'm going to stare at you guys all till you hit like this one or the subscribe button. So awkward, but I'm just gonna stare. Just hit the button, because this is awkward.